Hey there guys, you can see I got my 3 main project tractors pulled out here on the lawn. Just thought it'd be a fun thing to just kind of go over them all real briefly and just kind of give you a general idea as to what makes them tick. So first up, here's my 2002 Murray wide body LT. This thing has been obviously heavily modified for off-road use. As you can see, it's got LED headlights and a pretty awesome front bumper, as well as 18-inch front tires. Here on the back, it's also got a pretty beefy rear bumper, an MST 205 oil-filled transaxle that is produced by Tecumseh Peerless, and it has 20-inch by 7-inch wide rear tires. Some other general modifications I've got are the gas pedal, center-mounted battery for better weight distribution, custom electrical system for push-button ignition. In the back, I've got a small trunk where I keep just some items, tools and spare parts and things of that nature. Under the hood, we've got your standard 28 cubic inch Briggs & Stratton flathead motor. This particular one started life as a 12.5. I have since replaced the block with a cast iron sleeve block, so this cover actually doesn't match the engine. This is an IC motor. I have replaced the connecting rod and piston with a connecting rod and piston from an overhead valve Briggs motor, which is also 28 cubic inch. I've also done some mild porting on the intake and exhaust ports, and I shaved the eyebrow that is actually just behind the head on the block side of the mating surface. If you're wondering what this top pulley is, that's actually a custom pull start that I created. It's just so if my battery dies or starting system fails, I can still start my motor if I'm stranded out in the woods. So this particular tractor is probably my favorite one just because it's so well rounded and it does everything quite well. It's not my fastest, it's not the most powerful, but it's the most versatile by far. It'll do pretty much anything you ask it to, and it never complains. Total build cost on this machine as of right now is approximately $500 to $600, and a lot of that was optional because I put a new transmission and rebuilt the motor, and lots of money on tires. Tires are usually your most expensive cost in your build. So next up, we've got my little go-kart here. This was a started life as a 66 Huffy Park Lane. I have since converted it into a high-speed go-kart. It's got a Honda GX200 6.5 horsepower motor that has been modified by NR Racing. It now produces somewhere in the neighborhood of 13 to 14 horsepower. I apologize right now because this thing is very dirty, but this is typically a show tractor and it goes very fast, approximately 50 miles an hour, but I have to confirm that. The hood is painted Metal Flake Orange Metallic. Came out really nice. The seat, which is a Tractor Supply seat, has since been recovered with black leather and red stitching. It has 10-inch tires on the front and 11-inch tires on the back. The engine is also equipped with a TAV2 Comet torque converter clutch assembly. Has a great amount of low-end power. Very, very awesome takeoff power. Much better than your average centrifugal clutch. These things just haul ass. Here from the back you can see the drivetrain. It's basically chain driven, straight pipe exhaust, and the brake is a 7-inch cross-drilled vented rotor with a mechanical caliper. My rear axle is 36 inches wide, 1-inch diameter. It's a hardened steel coated in chrome vanadium. Pretty rugged, pretty durable, very straight axle, and so far I've had good luck with it. The total build cost on this was right around $3,000. You could do it for a lot cheaper if you bought a regular Honda clone motor and a regular centrifugal clutch. You could cut almost half the cost right out of the build right there. You probably also don't necessarily need lightweight billet aluminum rims. There's a little extra money there in those, but a lot of the flashy stuff makes this thing look awesome, and this is a show tractor, so that is why it looks the way it does. Last but certainly not least is my newest, most recent build. This is a 1975 Sears Suburban SS16. It no longer is a 16 horse. It is now equipped with only a 10 horse diesel powered single cylinder engine. 10 horsepower, but it produces 18 pounds of torque, which is roughly what the old engine produced. So this thing actually moves along perfectly fine with this little motor. You can see we've got a custom front bumper. No rear bumper yet, but it does have a custom built rear utility rack that I fabricated. I will eventually fabricate a rear bumper for this thing as well. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. The rear tires are 25-inch tall, 8-inch wide Interco swamp lights. Interco is the same company that makes Super Swamper tires for trucks. The front tires are a Douglas wheel tire. They are 18 inches tall by 6 inches wide with a broken V-tread pattern. This particular tractor is a 3-speed with high and low right there. So actually it's technically a 6-speed with 2 reverse gears. My brakes are here on the handle part, and it was spring loaded. So you can use the brakes in that fashion, basically. It now has a emergency brake lock mechanism, just like that. And when you want to release it, you pull it back, and it releases. You can see here the custom gas pedal and exhaust stack out the top. The steering on the front end is generally the same with custom end joints. Everything has just been built slightly or heavy duty just so I can take this thing off-road and beat the crap out of it. But all in all, this tractor, I've had it off-road a couple times. The thing has performed great. No complaints about it yet. I can't wait to do some more testing on it, take it through some deeper stuff, and really see what this thing is made of. Total build cost on this machine is right around $1,100. Well, there you go, guys. That's my fleet of tractors. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them down in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them as good as I can. I just noticed my camera lens has some fog on it for some reason, so hopefully this video comes out all right. But either way, we got some badass tractors here. I thank you guys a lot for sticking with me, subscribing, and just, enjoying the builds, motivating me to do bigger, better things. I've had a lot of fun. But stay tuned, we got more stuff coming up. Don't know what we're doing for our next project yet. I got a few ideas, but when we figure it out, I'll be sure to let you know. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.